Welcome to your Mustang Minutes on the campus of Western New Mexico University. Ed Nunez along with Western New Mexico head football coach Philip Vigil. Coach, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Coach, Western New Mexico 1-3. It goes to Angelo State this week to take on the Rams, who are 3-1. Our last meeting against them was October 19th. The Rams winning that 31-14, and there's nothing to to look back on there. You weren't the coach then. Coach, what do you think the Mustangs are? A much better effort against UT Permian last week. We came up on the short end of that, but a much better effort.
Yeah, the guys are getting better every single week, and that's been the challenge that I've challenged them every week is what are we going to focus on? Are we going to focus on our circumstances, or are we going to focus on the process? And things aren't going our way right now. We're 1-3. We'd love to be 3-1 or 4-0, but the reality of it is you can hang your head, or you can go back to work. And the guys have done a great job of doing that every single week, of answering the call and continuing to go back to work. And every week I think we've improved. So I'm excited about where the program's headed.
Speaking of answering the call, you answered the call in May. It's a short turnaround, Coach. Yeah, it's tough to get your program, your recruits, all the things, your philosophy. It's kind of tough in a short 4-month period of time. Where do you think you are with that with Western and New, as far as the Mustang football program goes?
Yeah, I mean it's not easy, but we're not going to make any excuses. We knew what we were taking on when we took this job, and we're excited to. And I'm still excited about this program and about this opportunity, and I'm excited about the guys we have in the building. And I really feel like every single week it's been about us, and every single week we're playing cleaner and cleaner and cleaner, and we have a long ways to go, but they're really buying in and doing that. And I think again, it's every single week. It's not about Angelo State. It's not about whoever we have after that. It's about a faceless opponent and preparing ourselves every single week to play at our highest level. And I think the guys are doing a good job of progressing every week.
Devin Larson's a young quarterback. He's a redshirt transfer from Iowa State. Hasn't probably had a lot of reps. You did a lot of things last week to put him, make him successful. Rolled out the pocket for him. It did great on the RPO. I thought he did. Your running game came around. Bryce Coleman's ankle seems to be doing a little bit better. What do you think Devin Larson is as far as his progression as a young quarterback?
Yeah, I mean Devin's a special player. He started out at Iowa State and was the starter at Garden City Community College last year before he got injured. And feel very fortunate to have him here. And he's a good player right now. I don't look at the stats every week, but I know he's up there in the NCAA ranks of passing yards every single week, and he's only going to continue to get better. And as we continue to put the pieces around him, and those guys are playing better and understanding the scheme, it's things are going to happen for him and for those guys, and he's special. He's going to be a good one.
Coach, it's a little bit frustrating for the Lone Star Freshman of the Year 2 years ago, Josh Powell. And him and Devin Larson's connection is still being developed. And you've tried to get the ball to Josh Powell to get it to him in space so he can make people miss things like that. Is it safe to say Josh is a little bit frustrated at this point in the season and things will get better?
Well, I hope he's not frustrated. He's leading the conference in touches. He's leading the conference right now in receptions. So if he's frustrated, he doesn't have anything to complain about. He's getting his touches. So that's what we're going to do offensively. We're going to try to get our guys the ball. The guys that need the ball, we're going to try to find ways to get them the football. And Josh has proven to be one of those guys. And so we're feeding him the rock as much as we possibly can and letting him do the rest. So.
Let's go to your defensive side of the ball because I think you've got some exciting players. Tylen Coleman has 6.5 sacks. Caleb Gutierrez, Mark Jackson. You've got some speed on that defense. We saw that in the spring. You weren't the coach then, but the Western New Mexico defense did a great job on UT Permian, which they did pretty much last Saturday. Talk about your defense a little bit because I think they performed very well. They've done a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, our D-line is kind of if there's one position group on our team that I feel like can start at any school in the Lone Star, it's our defensive line. We've got really good players all the way around. Mark is obviously a transfer from Oklahoma, and Tylen is coming into his own and playing really well. We have Jensen, who's our nose tackle, who's a transfer from UTEP. We've got guys all over the place in that. JT, Jeremiah Tyler, true freshman from Chandler, Arizona. We've got some guys in that room that are special, and they allow us to be able to drop 7, 8 guys and still be able to get after the quarterback with the 4-man rush. So really pleased with the way they're progressing. Coach June and Coach Dixon are doing a great job with those front 7 and getting those guys rolling. And so really pleased with the way they've been playing for the first 4 weeks.
One last question, Coach, and we'll let you go. Angelo State this Saturday, 6 o'clock at Angelo State. Any brief description or thumbnail sketch of the Rams? Anything that concerns you, or are you more concerned, again, as you mentioned, about your program?
Well, I mean, obviously, Angelo is a very good program. You know, Coach Gersh and his staff have done a great job of building that program into a powerhouse, and they're one of the top teams in the Lone Star every single year. And so we definitely have our work cut out for us. You know, they're good offensively, they're good defensively. Coach Clark on the defensive side is going to try to create some confusion and get after the quarterback. And offensively, they've got some weapons all over the place. And so for us, again, it's not about them. It's about us. It's about us going out and understanding the game plan and controlling what we can control. We can't control who they have. We can't control their scheme. We can control our scheme. And so we're going to focus on us and get after the Rams.
Love it, Coach. Coach Vigil, best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
These have been your Mustang Minutes on the campus of Western New Mexico University.